Sectarianism is on the rise, and it's happening right under our nose here in Britain. Scottish Labour leader Anas Sarwar standing proudly in front of a Pakistani flag, declaring that Pakistanis must take power in our councils, our parliament, and our political parties. And most chillingly, as he describes it, schools. And that's so they can dictate what's taught to British children, or as he calls them, his or our children. I'm Alex Armstrong, and this is GBN Originals. This is not assimilation. This is not multiculturalism. This is a blatant and apologetic call for a foreign takeover of institutions, and it should outrage every single one of us. Let's break this down. Anas Sarwar, he's the head of the Scottish Labour Party. It's not just some random activist. He's a major political figure. He's also the son of Mohammed Sarwar, the first Muslim MP in the UK who was also a Pakistani senator. In this clip that's been circulated widely on X and other social media platforms, Sarwar doesn't talk about the interests of British people. No, he stands in front of a foreign flag. It's not the Union Jack, it's not the Scottish Saltire, but the Pakistani national flag. And he tells the audience that a change is coming. He wants Pakistanis and South Asians to take control at every level of governance in the country. Also, as he claims, they can reshape the education system in their image. What does that mean for our kids? What does that mean for our values? Well, I'll tell you what it means to me. It means the end of Britain as we know it. And the reaction online, well, rightfully, it's been explosive. Let's just call it what it is. It's sectarianism. It's not integration. It's a prime example to point to show that multiculturalism is failing. We have people who are second and first generation migrants who aren't coming to settle, they're coming to change. That's not the promise of multiculturalism. The promise is assimilation, is groups of people that come together to unite under a single culture, not segregate.
Have you been getting a load of spam in your email recently? What about random calls? It's really annoying, isn't it? Data brokers are out there collecting your personal information. Anything from your email, your full name, your address, and even your political affiliation. Cyber criminals can even use AI to mimic the voices of friends and family to trick people into sending them money. And it gets even worse. People out there are getting huge loans taken out in their names without even knowing about it. But don't worry, because the sponsor of this video, Incogni, can help. They reach out to the data brokers on your behalf and request that your information is removed from their databases. Incogni continues to make sure that your data is removed automatically from the internet via repeated removal requests. So, how can you get started? Well, step one, hit the link in the description, create an Incogni account and tell us whose data you'd like removed. Step two, grant Incogni the right to work on your behalf. Step three, sit back, relax, and watch Incogni work. They will update consistently so you know when your data has been removed. Incogni is risk-free for 30 days, so you can try it for yourself and you'll get a free refund if the service isn't for you. So take back your personal data today with Incogni. Use the code GBNews using the link in the description below and you'll get 60% off an annual payment plan.
Social media users are calling it colonization through the ballot box. But it gets worse. Just days before this clip surfaced, we saw footage showing Anas Sarwar's father, Mohammed Sarwar, calling for blasphemy laws right here in Britain. This kind of medieval nonsense that punishes free speech, that can see you potentially thrown in jail or worse for daring to criticise Islam, has no place in Britain in 2025. We criticise every religion in this country: Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism, and Islam. In a free country, we cannot have rules that prohibit certain religions from being criticised. Well, Mohammed Sarwar reportedly said, a time will come when there will be a law in place all over the world that there can be no disrespect to our prophet. Does that sound like tolerance to you? Because to me, it sounds like tyranny. And now his son is seemingly carrying the similar torch, rallying for a power grab that puts ethnic minority interests ahead of Scotland's, ahead of Britain's. And if this doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Because sectarianism is the worst kind of politics. It segregates everybody. We've rejected segregation in this country. Let's talk about multiculturalism for a minute, because this is at the heart of the problem. For decades, we've been told that we can import millions of people from completely different cultures with completely different values and it will all work out fine. And for the vast majority of people that have come to this country, it has worked. There are many examples of great Muslims, great Sikhs, great Hindus, people from all over the world that have integrated and assimilated. But in some examples, it hasn't, has it? Instead of unity, they're creating division. Instead of integration, they're creating segregation. And now we've got political leaders of major parties openly calling for foreign communities to infiltrate institutions to remake them in their image. Anas Sarwar isn't even hiding it. He's not even pretending to care about British values. In my opinion, his loyalty lies elsewhere. And that should be a wake-up call for everyone in Britain. And this isn't a one-off, is it? We've seen this before. Humza Yousaf, the former first Scottish First Minister, took his oath in the Scottish Parliament in both English and Urdu, proudly displaying his Pakistani heritage. Now, I'm not saying people can't be proud of their roots. Of course, I've got members of my family who are second-generation immigrants. But when you're in a position of power, when you're elected by the vast swathes of the country, your first and only loyalty should be to serve your country, not the one your parents came from. And when you start talking about seizing power to control what's taught in schools, you are crossing the line. What's next? After blasphemy laws, will they be calling for Sharia laws too? Because if Sarwar and his allies get their way, in my opinion, that's exactly where we're headed. Britain is a tolerant country. We have welcomed people from all over the world, but the expectation is that they follow our way, not us following theirs. And let's not ignore the bigger picture. The UK has been grappling with the consequences of mass immigration now for years. We've seen the Pakistani grooming gangs target vulnerable girls, with authorities too scared to act because they didn't want to be called racist. That's not my opinion, that is fact. We've seen entire communities where English isn't spoken, where British values aren't being upheld. And now we've got political leaders openly calling for more of that, more division, more tribalism, more power for a different agenda. Just weeks ago, while bins and rubbish was piled 6 feet high with mutant rats in Birmingham, it was an MP from that local area, Tahir Ali, spending more energy on lobbying for an airport in Kashmir in Pakistan. It's bonkers. So what do we do? Well, first, we've got to call this what it is. It's a betrayal of the vast swathes of British people. It's a betrayal of the people that have come to this country and have wanted to assimilate and be part of who we are. Anas Sarwar has no place in our politics if he can't put Britain first. He owes his loyalty to this country, not to Pakistan. And if he can't understand that, then he needs to go now. Second, we need to face the truth about multiculturalism. It's no longer the promised dream anymore. It's being used against us like a weapon. We need integration, not segregation. We need to demand that our leaders prioritise British culture, British values, and British people. This is an alarm bell ringing at the 11th hour. If we don't act now, we don't stand up for our country, Britain will be lost as we know it. We'll wake up in a nation we don't recognise, where our children are being taught to bow to different ideologies, where our freedoms are replaced with oppression, essentially. Anas Sarwar says a change is coming. Well, I say it's time for a different change, one where British people of all races, of all religions, take back control and reject sectarianism once and for all. I'm Alex Armstrong, and don't forget to subscribe to the GB News YouTube channel and stay tuned.